What's up everyone? How's it going? So this video is a little different than any video I've done yet, and I kind of really want to start making like more substance-filled content, since I want to share the things that I'm attracted to or things that I've connected with. Chances are someone else will connect with it. Chances are a lot of other people will connect with the same things that I'm connecting with, because I mean, we're all human, so chances are there's other people that like similar things and are attracted to similar things. So yeah, that's what I enjoy watching, people that connect with the same things I do, people that are into the same kind of things that I am. So yeah, so I just want to share the kind of things I'm connecting with to see if you're connecting with them, or if you haven't heard of it and you want to check them out. So I decided today to do an April favorites video. Yeah, April. It's May. Dang, this year is flying. It flies every year, but this year is like really mega flying, like for real. I don't even know how it's May right now. It was just January. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to share different things that I was enjoying in April, and yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. So the first thing that I've been enjoying is actually a product. I'm gonna start with the products and then move down to the intangible things. So it is this Mrs. Meyer's spray. It's like a room spray, so I spray like all the fabrics with it and just spray it in the air. But I decided just to pick it up just because I love the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap, hand soap. Like, I just love the Mrs. Meyer's brand and their scents. They're not the most natural, but compared to other brands, more popular brands that we use, they're a lot more natural, and they use essential oils to fragrance their products. So this one is lavender, and it smells so good. I actually have the dish soap in lavender too. My favorite scent from Mrs. Meyer's is the basil scent, but they didn't carry this in the basil when I got it. But I picked this up at Target. Let's give it a quick. It just smells so fresh, and I just love it. It's not like a Febreze, like a harsh chemically smell. It's just fresh and airy, and yeah, Target, or I'm sure you could find it at other stores too. Anything that carries the Mrs. Meyer's brand, Amazon, yeah. Okay, so the next thing is also a spray-like thing, and it is this Rose Hydrosol spray from Mountain Rose Herbs. Of course, you know, I love Mountain Rose Herbs. I get all my herbs from there. I get so much stuff from there because they're bomb. You're either one of those people that love the smell of rose or despise the smell of rose. I am one of those people that love the smell of rose. But if you grew up smelling rose-scented things, then you probably are not too fond of the rose fragrance smell. Because I know I cannot stand like the rose fragrance smell, like the artificial rose fragrance smell. But actual roses, like if I pick up a rose, these are dead. I'm obsessed with dead flowers, but these are dead, so I don't really smell like anything. But if you smell a fresh rose, I love that smell. But when stuff is flavored like rose, like artificially, I don't like it at all. Like, it smells like old lady or something. Yeah. But this is actually made with organic rose petals, and it smells like a rose, like what an actual rose smells like. So I like to give my face like a mist in the morning, just like wakes you up. And I haven't really dove deep into the cosmetic benefits of using rose on your face. I actually did read through the benefits on the Mountain Rose website, but I haven't really done that much research for myself. But that's something I will be doing, actually. So yeah, you can pick this up from mountainroseherbs.com. I'll link everything in the description below. But yeah, this stuff is, I always will like sneak up to my kids and just like spray it on their face. I know that sounds kind of mean, but they really don't mind because it smells really good. Yeah, and just gives your face a nice glow. I don't have any makeup on right now. I actually did put a little bit of makeup on today. I actually darkened my brows a bit today just to be able to pluck them, like to see the line like where I need to pluck. But yeah, so they might look a little darker than usual, but yeah. So yeah, that's actually the last of the product tangible things. Everything else is TV shows, music, books, and just stuff. So the book that I read this month is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. And this book was really good read. I do have to say, I thought it was an interesting take on cleaning that I'd never really heard before. But yeah, so basically this approach is to form like more of a relationship with your things and not just your things being things in a sense. So instead of just having things, everything you have is supposed to be, well, in the book she says is supposed to be something you love, you like truly love, and it just makes you happy. So when you go through the book, the first process is getting rid of things. So before you can clean anything, you got to get rid of everything that does not bring you joy. So you have to take each item in your hand, hold it, touch it, feel it, and if it brings you joy, if it ignites joy in you, then keep it. If it doesn't, get rid of it. So that's kind of the key for what you should keep and what you shouldn't. Obviously there's a lot more to it than that. You have to read the book because I can't go into all of it. But yeah, just like being appreciative of your things for what they do for you. Like your shoes, they protect your feet while you walk. So don't just like throw them in your closet, or you know, put everything in its place. Everything has a special place that it can sleep for the night, and I don't know, it's just a really interesting concept. I will say most of the process that she described is kind of the way I already clean, or the way that I already kind of like have my stuff. Like everything has a place. Everything is really, I have minimal things, like things that I truly want and love. I go through my clothes at least every 2 months and like get rid of stuff that I'm not really feeling anymore. So I kind of like live by these rules. Some of the stuff I was like, okay, maybe I should take better care of this and this. And one thing I did love was she talks about having a purse, your bag that you take with you every single day. At the end of each day when you come home, you should empty the contents of the bag and put things where they go. That way in the morning you gather all the things you need again. People are like, well, why? I'm gonna need this every single day, so why should I put it away every night and then take it out again everywhere? But this way you kind of give stuff a break. It's, you know, it's been in your purse all day long. Put it back in its spot, and that way you don't have like chewed up gum wrappers, receipts, like all this stuff in your purse mixed with all the stuff that you love. It's better to just empty it all out at the end of the day, refill it back in the morning. It doesn't take too long. It's usually only a couple of things that you need with you for the day. Wallet, keys, phone, you know. So yeah, because my bag is always a wreck. I have God knows what in there at all times, because I don't just have a purse, I have a diaper bag / purse, and so I have everything in there and it turns into chaos. So I'm definitely going to start utilizing this rule tomorrow because yeah, I did not do today. I even looked at my bag and was like, this is a mess. So yeah, so does this spark joy? Look, take your stuff in your hands and ask yourself, does this spark joy? If it doesn't, get rid of it. Obviously there's stuff that you have to have that might not spark joy, such as like papers and birth cert, I don't know, just stuff that you have to have. Those things obviously keep, and she talks about everything in the book. So if you're interested in having a tidy home forever and not reverting back to your old messy ways, definitely check this book out. I'll link it down below as well as everything else. Alright, so I'm really excited to talk about this next thing, and it is a TV show, and it is pretty much the only TV show that I watch. Like, being a mom, I don't have time to like sit down and watch TV. I'm constantly just like everywhere. Even if I do have the time to sit down and watch TV because I'm just like at home with my kids, I can't pay attention to the show because someone's always talking to me, doing something over here that I have to like run over here and be like, stop. And yeah, so I don't have time to sit down and watch TV. This is my one guilty pleasure show that I'm obsessed with, and it just came back for its second season. It's been like a year and a half since the show's been on, but it is Westworld, and it comes on HBO, and I am freaking love this show. I'm like obsessed with this show because it is so good. So basically, without giving anything away, it is about this amusement park. This is a futuristic concept, so it is sci-fi, but it is so cool and just makes you just think about everything that you know. But yeah, so it is set in this amusement park, and at this amusement park, wealthy people in the future can go to this amusement park where it's set in like a Western days. The amusement park, the characters in the amusement park are people. But the people they're not actually people, they are robots, like androids. And so the rich people pay to go to this amusement park, and they get to just mingle with the cowboy robots. I have this girl with me always. But yeah, they actually get to mingle and like, actually really they just go there to have sex with and kill the robots. Like, it's just this fun action park where you get to live out your sexual desires and your killer desires, I guess. You get to like shoot people and fuck people with no consequences. So yeah, it's just like I'm not saying I would enjoy this concept, but I'm sure people would enjoy this concept. And so that's what the show is about. So but slowly and slowly the androids, or the robots, they begin to gain consciousness, and they become aware that they are being trapped in this like skit, like this movie that they're just living the same day over and over and over, because they have like, each of them have like a role that they have to play. And so they slowly start to gain consciousness, and everything goes whack, like everything goes crazy. And like, yeah, but you just have to watch the show. I don't want to give too much away. That's all I'm gonna share. Obviously, if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, check it out if you're into that kind of thing, because I've showed the show to a couple people that are kind of like not into that kind of thing, and it can kind of freak some people out, because it's like, what's going on? People are just killing people left and right, but you're like, no, they're not real. So yeah, so just check it out for yourself. Westworld on HBO. It is awesome. But yeah, the last thing that I want to talk about is, and I roll my eyes because I know, everyone's like talking about it. It's like everywhere, and is the whole Kanye West thing. Like, Kanye West came out with an interview with Charlemagne. It's just like, it's pop culture, you know, like, it's like a fine line. Like, it's hard not to get into it because it's just everywhere, but when you're like trying to be all like woke and not like feed into that, it's hard. But I just had to talk about it just because I was having a heated debate with my boyfriend. Not a heated debate, we are just really talking about it. Like, so Kanye West is basically coming out with an album next month, and he's probably just doing interviews and stuff to gain, you know, he wants to sell albums, but at the same time he wants to let people know what he's feeling. So, or he wants to share his little knowledge or light with the world. And so I read something that was like, Kanye West said that slavery was a choice. And I was like, oh, what is that about? Like, how like, how was, like, what? Like, who does he think he is? Was my first thought. Like, who says something like that? Like, why? Like, who would ever put themselves through that on purpose? You know, it's torture. Like, no one would ever put themselves through that on purpose. But so I was like, Kanye West is dumb as hell. Like, why would he say that? But then I I watched the actual interview and the TM. I wasted an hour. Not wasted. I did quite fancy this whole spiel, but yeah, I watched the TMZ thing as well, and basically Kanye West is, I don't know, I was digging it. Like, basically he just wants to spread the message of love everybody. Like, everyone's going through their own shit, everyone has their own lives, their own families. Like, why are we so judgmental and harsh of others? Like, even himself, he was saying like that he went to go get plastic surgery and like do all this stuff to look good, and because of other people's ridicule towards him, you know? So, I mean, what he is saying is basically just love everyone, don't judge anyone. Everyone is going through their own things. What he said about slavery, so I read the quote that he posted on Twitter about Harriet Tubman. It was like, Harriet Tubman said, allegedly, that I freed 1,000 slaves and I would have freed 1,000 more had they known they were slaves. You know, they were just in this mental enslavement that they like wouldn't leave even if they could. And it just got me thinking about like the Holocaust, you know, those people, when that just becomes like their life, like they just live in these like such terrible conditions that they start to just like not even feel like human beings. They feel like animals. They don't have the same mental functions as humans, you know. They become like an animal, basically. They become very complacent. And I think he just wants people to not be so complacent. He kind of just used the wrong words when he was saying, yeah, it was a choice. Obviously they were in shitty, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but like I just connected with what he was saying. And then what he said about like Donald Trump, like he's just a human and everyone throws so much shade his way. Like, he's just one dude. Yeah, he could be mean and say dumb shit, but he's a human at the end of the day. We're all human. We should just love each other. Black, brown, white, whatever. We should just love each other. And that's the main thing that I got from it, you know? People are scared to like show the way they truly feel because they're afraid of being judged by others. And so, yeah, if people would just be a little bit more understanding, compassionate. You know, I thought that was really touching what he said about George Bush, like pushing his elderly father in a wheelchair when his mother just passed away. And it's just like, they're just human, like experiencing these human experiences just like us. Sure, they might be involved in like other stuff that directly affects our lives, and we all just want what's best for us and our families, but everyone just has their own stuff going on, and we should all just be a little more loving, you know? So yeah, basically that's what I got from it. I thought he contradicted himself a few times because he was just like, yeah, we shouldn't care what other people think about him, but yet he was like, let's not shout. We don't want people to think, you know, we're crazy. And well, I'm not going to jump on the couch because I don't want people to think that I'm this. But Kanye is he's already acting pretty outlandish for what people think. Everyone's like, oh, Kanye needs to go to see a get psychiatric help and blah, blah, blah. But he's just frustrated. I don't understand, obviously. I'm not a celebrity, I'm not anyone, you know? So I live in a completely different world than he does. But I get the frustration with like wanting to put yourself out there and just like be yourself and express yourself, and people give you shit for it. So at the end of the day, we're all human, everybody love each other, and with that I'm gonna close this up because I feel like this was really long. But yeah, so peace out. Peace out. Put your hands up. 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 Sometimes she does it. Put your hands up. Hey, put your hands up. I love you. Okay, bye.